Now who wanna move closer on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock them, yeah, we got them.
Welcome to Bengals and Brews. I'm Del Altman, joined by BSG and Pork Chop 1972, who
1972.
maybe Brad Robbins will get you unblocked by
Chad?
yeah.
Probably so.
Because Brad
Probably
Robbins
so.
said that he should be able to come on the show next week. Don't have a date and time yet locked in, but yeah, should have our buddy Brad back and get some answers if Chop made $1 million on the t-shirts. And
Yeah, I made so much money on that fucking shirt.
Hey, you made more than I would.
That's in the old bag. You know what? I probably do need to come up with a new one, don't I?
probably.
Because that was in our old merch shop.
And I don't even think
I
they have
know.
a
Please,
Yeah.
I'm working on it, Robert.
beard.
Man. When I saw the opening for the show, I was looking at my beautiful beard and all those little shots, and I was like, oh, the fuck, that should go to jail for massacre, you know?
Crib. You don't have to bring that up. Yoshi likes to go
Oh,
on
yeah.
every podcast except this one.
Exactly. Well, it's because of the restraining order, to be honest.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
But it's virtual.
I know. Hey,
like, come on.
All right.
you good time. We'll see
He's
what-
from Hawaii, so he doesn't understand things like this. Just because you have a TPO doesn't mean you can't come on the show.
Yeah. It's
You
not
know?
like physical distance.
Greg can turn off his camera like he's sneezing.
So yesterday in our little Bengals and Brews chat, we're so into the NFL draft, we forgot the ML Major League Baseball draft is this weekend and all that. And I asked them, should we talk draft? Derek and Chopper like, Greg, I don't know a thing about baseball draft. Me neither, but it's draft. But Dale here is quietly turning into an ML. Yes, you are, Dale. Yeah, yes, you are.
That's not true. I just know that the one guy hits a lot of fucking dingers.
Well, see, there you go. He just revealed he's an MLB draft expert.
Sends me text miscellaneously every once in a while. It's just
Charlie
like,
Condone.
stop. And then I respond.
Hey, Chop, if we get condom, whatever.
Yeah, you call him condom.
That's a t-shirt in the making for you, Pork Chop.
Right, just to be safe.
He's the safe pick.
Right, safe pick.
That's true. The safe pick, condom.
Yeah.
But Dale here, in my opinion, I think Dale's secretly scouting MLB players and all. I think Dale is. He just doesn't want to admit it.
I got to tell you, I am not secretly doing anything MLB.
Hey, they have the second pick, so it's
Come on,
literally
that's
like,
it.
okay, you should get one of these
Right.
5 players.
Didn't they have
It's
like the second pick last year, or was it third?
No, we had like the 7th pick. We got louder with the
Yeah.
7th or 8th pick, didn't we?
Oh.
But the last time we had a second-round pick, guess what? That guy is in the All-Star game. Hunter
We got
Green.
that pitcher from Wake Forest, right?
Yes. And there's a
That's louder.
Yeah, and from what Dale, I saw that from the Brews thing that you posted that the pipeline that they said the Reds are leaning. There's that Australian kid at Oregon State, but doesn't sound like they're too high on him. But it sounded like if that guy from
Is
Georgia
his name
Tech,
Crocodile Dundee Jr.?
No, it's Travis Bazana.
Bazana,
Something like
that's
that.
another
I
good
think that-
T-shirt.
They might still be related.
That'd be an awesome T-shirt. Bazana.
They think the Indians might take him or the Guardians. So you're not allowed to say Indian anymore.
Or with that shortstop out of West Virginia, he was the favorite, but he got hurt this year. He's not so much the favorite, but they said he was like a lock, but then he got hurt. So that's my guess who's going to be the first pick.
JJ Weatherholt.
That's
and
it.
then there's
Yeah.
the Florida guy who's a pitcher and hitter, but he's going to be a hitter in the MLB. Like I just call him Cags because like Caglione something.
And there's
But he
that.
could be in the conversation. And then if they wanted a pitcher, there's like Burns who transferred from Tennessee to Wake Forest.
Yeah, that's the Tennessee guy. They said, imagine Adam Dunn who could pitch. Well, I hope he can run better than Adam Dunn, or I hope he could feel better than Adam Dunn could.
Yeah.
But
I
anyway,
have no idea.
But there was
'cause I don't-
something today, Charlie Condone, if he's there, and I don't even know if that's how you say his fucking name. That's how
Is he
little
a
I know.
pitcher?
There's about 5 guys.
he's
He's like a outfield / he could end up playing like first
If
base.
you had the second pick, don't you take a pitcher with that?
Not this year.
Well, it depends. It's like, and also you put high school and college. If it's high school, that guy, well, unless it's Ken Griffey or Bryce Harper, that guy's not going to play for like what 5 or 6 years, pretty much.
Yeah.
But if
Man,
it's
that
solid,
was a hard hitting 3 or 4 minutes of
Yeah.
Brett's baseball draft.
yeah, I'm sorry. So hey,
Bengals and Bruce.
There. Greg forced it in. We all said, "Fuck
we
that,
I
Greg."
had to talk quick MLB
We said
draft.
no, and Greg said, "I'm doing it anyways, man."
Right.
That's without the consent. Of
Well, no, because Dale is quietly becoming an MLB draft expert. I dropped
Hey,
hints, and he's been giving me
listen,
some.
segueing back to
Dale is
football.
like the Easter bunny. He's dropped me some Easter eggs.
Circling back to football, though, Dale, you were
But-
talking about the
Back
Guardians.
to football. Sorry, I had to bring.
You
But I'm
see-
excited.
Robert Griffin has been on Twitter talking about getting the Redskins name back. Do you see that?
No.
He was like, "Why don't we bring the Redskins name back, you guys?" Because they brought back the yellow pants. And he was like, this is a safe place. Bring back the Redskins. What would you like to see brought back?" And I put a
I
comment,
saw that. Horse.
I'd like to see the best coach the Redskins had, Jay Gruden, come back.
I'm sure he loved that.
I'm sure he.
No comment back. No liking on it.
Chapman, you got some balls, buddy.
I know.
This is exactly what happened. The MLB raped us.
No, I just like draft talk, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Fisherman drafting's coming
When
up.
is the FC draft? When is
Hey,
the
I like Fisher. Hey, let's do rugby draft. Let's do it all.
We're talking rugby.
Hey, I like draft beer too.
This cricket do draft? I wonder.
I'm sure they do.
Can't imagine.
They
Maybe.
probably do ping pong. They got to draft them in for the Olympics, right? Ping pong,
Maybe.
croquet. God damn, Greg, we could do a draft show every day. It could be just
Exactly.
draft shows. What
Hey, you
sport
got-
would you like to see? Let's go.
Hey, let's talk about the chess club. I mean, I got this one dude. He is very quick with his chess pieces and all
Very
that.
fast. with his hands.
I mean, Joe Burrow's into chess, so maybe
He
he
is.
would want to come
Yeah,
on.
see,
for
there you
an
go.
episode to talk
Yeah.
about the chess draft.
What I have you all know, I did do archery when I was at camp, and I was pretty good. I almost got my A, but I didn't have enough time. But the guy gave it to me because I kept bugging him to give me an A. So I'm pretty good at that. I could draft.
You got grades at church camp?
Yeah. There's your C, there's your B, then there's your A. Yeah.
Oh, so you couldn't fail.
Well, no,
Jesus don't believe in
he was
failing.
part. All right,
Jesus
you get
gives
your-
out participation trophies.
No. Part you get your P, C, B, and A. I didn't have enough time. I said, "Hey, man, can I get my A?" He's like, "Look, man, just shut the hell up. You got your A. Just go."
He literally said, "Shut the fuck up, God damn it!"
But he didn't say that. No, he didn't say that. He was a good dude and all that. But I could tell he was thinking, Greg, look, you got your A. You're cool.
Greg was like, "I get enough of that language at home. God damn it."
Yeah.
You compel church camp. I mean, if there was a way, Greg probably did it between
Greg,
naked dips, rubbing his
yes,
pecker off the fucking
Right.
walls, 'cause he's
jerking
so
off in the
horny.
bottom bunk and shaking the guy up.
Well, I screwed over two toilets got screwed over to that time at church camp. I will say that. Hey, there's an old saying, God is good and loves you all, but if you clog it, you clean the stall. Didn't do that. Didn't know how to do it at the time.
I
So
never heard that.
I like God do it himself.
I think it's in what verse is that? John
Right.
22.
Yeah.
22:15. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think we should be talking religion on here.
It's right after that verse is the smellers, the feller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the Old Testament?
Yeah, that is.
I don't know, man.
That definitely sounds like some Old Testament shit
That's
right
some
there,
Old
Greg.
Testament. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So here, Tyler said it right here. Toilet is 315. Yeah, look. No lie, man. Greg is a plague upon
That's
toilets.
true.
Yeah.
Every Presbyterian in church,
Every Ramada
Presbyterian
Inn,
city has their doors shut when Greg's not at work.
Every Ramada Inn don't like me. Let's see here. Oh no! The toilet guy at work today, the Rumpke guy, he had to come and suck our toilet out at work, and you don't want to know what that. You don't want to know what that's like.
No, I don't. You're right.
It's a shit job.
Nope.
You're a smart guy, Greg. I don't want to know what it's like.
I think I'm good as well on that.
How's
Yeah.
your summer been going, Dale?
Yeah, how's
I
everything
was off
going?
alone, and I bet your fucking grass looks really good.
It
I bet
does.
you're out there with a pair of scissors taking care of that shit. Like,
I mean, sometimes if it looks uneven, you gotta go. out
yeah,
there,
right. Get this
trim
lawn
the
perfect.
spots.
You go over there and take one piece of mulch. Like, fuck that. Put it over here. All right.
Mhm. You
Need
gotta
a
do what you
bonsai
gotta do.
tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
We're gonna rank some running backs,
Yeah,
I guess.
Might
'Cause,
as well.
From
Well,
talking
you
to
know
MLB draft to church to
Put Chase Brown up there at elite. God damn it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's on here, to be honest.
Oh, son of a bitch. We'll put Zach Moss up there then.
He's on here, but he barely made the cut.
Hey,
I think he's like,
we'll put Noah Kane at the top.
Put Derrick Henry
Also not on
unproven in the NFL.
yeah. So I'm doing like elite. If we think they're elite, I mean, it's hard to be elite at running back, I think, but then great, good. That'd probably be filled with a lot of players. Solid, like he's solid. And then average is kind of, but average or below. So we're like, I don't want to say he's like solid. I wouldn't trust him. And then unproven to the NFL because there's going to be some rookies on here, and we can talk about them a little bit, but we still
I
slap
got
them in
Chase
that
Brown
category.
and they got Blake Corum on there.
Yeah. Michigan, man, they won the title, you know.
It's that goddamn Bengals hate still, even on the tier maker.
Let's just go with that. That's what it is. They hate us.
Tier maker hates the Bengals.
No, it did not. It did not start on the rails
You're right.
at all. The show.
I mean, we tried, but then Greg come in with the goddamn baseball shit. Like, which
And
he,
then it
by
was
the way,
over.
privately asked in the chat if we could talk about, and everyone was like, no.
Yeah.
No, you guys didn't say no. You just said you didn't know anything about baseball, but he does.
They pretty much said no.
Right. Derek
Greg.
didn't even show up because of it. He sent me a message like I was going to pop on, but you guys were talking baseball.
Yeah. He said, nope.
He said, well, nope. He's like, I drove all the way home, got home just in time, and I went to turn it on. You guys were talking baseball. So he was like, now Sarah told me I can't.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
What happened?
It sounded like you cut out, but I just always assume it's my computer.
Oh. Which one?
No, Chop.
Oh.
Chop was talking.
I shut up. Right before you said uh-oh, I shut up. I was reading in the chart in chat.
Uh-oh.
Dart's gonna meet me later. I saw you already put this comment up, but we're going out for hot pot later. He was 90% sure. Things might have happened since. I don't know.
So it's definitely my internet because now it popped up, and it does. It keeps like sputtering out. So we'll see. We'll see how this.
See how
goes.
this goes.
I blame Greg for starting off with baseball. It just
Hey,
like
look,
run-
see, we stopped talking baseball, and look who's popping in again. I told you, Greg.
All I had to do is just wait till you guys stopped, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
we told him we didn't want to talk baseball.
I had to do it. It was draft talk. We're on the draft. It was draft talk. Dale is my number
You
one
know what
MLB
I know?
draft expert.
You know what I know
Nothing about
the
baseball.
MLB draft?
Nothing.
I know the Reds are drafting some players.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Breaking news.
The,
Let me
the
break
Reds
this-
have the number 2 pick. That's all you need to know.
Man, baseball's easy. They throw a ball, they hit a ball, they catch a ball, they try to get people out. End of story. That's baseball. Let's move to a sport that fucking has some game planning. It's like going to war every week.
And on a side note, my deck is fine. My porch is finally paved.
Well, send us some deck picks.
Oh, I will. I got some
Yeah,
right
we need
now.
some deck picks, Greg.
Yeah, the everybody watching the show wants to see your deck.
Yeah, everybody needs some deck picks.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Jeff always
Hey.
like to show his deck off.
Right. Great.
I
Hey,
was
Jeff's
about
got a
to say,
nice
this
deck. I've
time
been on it.
last year- Yeah. This time last year, we were doing nothing but getting deck picks from Jeff. So
Right.
it's your turn
I've been
now,
on
Greg.
Jeff's deck.
I just
Nice.
did. I just did.
I got drunk as fuck on Jeff's deck.
Yeah, Four Locos.
Did you throw up on Jeff's deck?
I didn't throw up on. I don't know. Greg said Greg told me that I fucking pissed over there, and everybody.
Dude,
saw
you.
my dick
No,
there.
I don't want to. Since you brought it up, man, it sounded like a waterfall was going somewhere, man.
Was it like a
The P.
was it like a 2 guys 1 deck?
That's fucked up because I'm old. And my stream ain't that strong anymore. The Four Locos must have brought back my fertility, made my stream real strong.
Now, do you
Running
have a
back.
big deck like Jeff?
We're running backs.
No, I do not. Mine is two. Mine is not nothing compared to his.
Dale's just like running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's run it back.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, running back.
Aaron Jones.
No longer on the Packers. He is on the Vikings this year. But from what we know about
He
Aaron
wasn't-
Jones, I mean,
Is he still good? Is he
Yeah.
solid?
I'd say he's like that's where the thing where I have great/good, but I've got an elite category. I feel like he's great/good. He's
Yeah.
been consistent, right?
So he's a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, he's good. I
He's
would
a
put
great
like
cheese stand.
in
He could've
great/good.
fell
Maybe he
off
ends up.
last year a little bit.
Okay, so he's a grilled cheese sandwich with ketchup. It's somewhat better.
Ew.
Grilled cheese sandwich with ketchup.
Man, it's really good. You got to try it, man.
The fuck?
Dude,
I like
you gotta
ketchup,
try it.
but that is not something
It's
I'm gonna try.
fucking weird, man. He probably uses like pimento cheese too.
Not really.
I'll
a
put him in
ketchup
great to good, but he could move
Yeah.
to solid. You know, I don't look at him as like, oh, this dude's super spectacular.
He's somewhere in between there,
Yeah.
so we'll probably have people in front of him.
yeah, he could end up
guy.
going.
So he's on the Vikings this year. Do you guys think he'll do better or worse than they were with Dalvin Cook?
Ugh.
I mean, the Packers had a good passing game last year with Jordan Love, but I mean, he had Aaron Rodgers when he was really productive.
I tell you what, it's going to rely on McCarthy. McCarthy, it's going to rely on him a lot. He's got the offensive line. He's got two good receivers, and he has potential to be good. But it's going to rely on McCarthy a lot.
I don't think it's McCarthy's going to be
Or
great.
Sam Darnold.
Okay,
Yeah,
if it's
could be
Sam Darnold, Aaron
Right,
Jones.
that's right. Either way, they're fucked.
Yeah, either way.
I heard Sam Darnold's the front runner right now.
That's pretty bad.
I heard. I mean,
Man, what
JJ
in the
McCarthy
corner?
won a national championship, but he's just like meh.
Thank you, Matt.
Another person has 8 grilled cheese with ketchup.
Dude, I went to Frisch's one day, and some rock star was talking about how good it was, and I hate tomato soup
Some
with
rock
with
star.
grilled cheese. You
That
like tomato
place
soup?
Some rock star? You said some rock star.
Yeah, some rock star said he liked it with ketchup, and I just thought of it one day.
So you were at Frisch's and a rock star told
rock
you.
star.
I got bored one time, and I think it was Marilyn Manson who said it.
So you were hanging out
Marilyn
with Marilyn
Manson
Manson.
was-
No, I was
at
watching
Frisch's.
an interview. Jeez.
At a Frisch's.
Marilyn Manson was eating at Frisch's.
No, I was watching an interview.
And
one
he looked
time I
over
came
and he
across
said,
this.
"Hey, Greg, you should really, with your grilled cheese, you should try it with some ketchup."
Right. He was like, "Hey, Greg, is that you from Luther Vision?
Yeah.
Try the grilled cheese with ketchup."
No, like he
I
was
think-
talking to someone
I
about
would say-
The beautiful people.
I would say he
Beautiful
knows
grilled
him
cheese.
as Big Savage.
Yeah,
Marilyn Manson definitely knows him as Big Savage.
I met Marilyn Manson. And he was not eating a grilled cheese when I met him.
what was he eating?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Nothing.
And I'm not even a
Wasn't
Marilyn
eating.
Manson fan. I just came across him like, oh, that sounds pretty good.
His
You
penis
came
could-
across what? His chest?
No, the grilled cheese with the ketchup.
You came on the grilled cheese.
Greg.
I'll tell you what, ketchup sounds bad, but I'm not eating the grilled cheese you came on, Greg.
Yeah.
You know what I mean on the
For
show
anything
one time.
less than $25.
I will physically go to Frisch's and get the grilled cheese and eat it with ketchup in front of all of you.
So running backs.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, Kamara, I don't think he's quite elite, especially last year or two. There was a time I'd say you could have put him in the elite category
Exactly.
maybe 2 to 3 years ago.
I was thinking the same thing.
But I still think he's great to good. And any given week, I mean, he's hella good at catching fucking passes out of the backfield.
Did Manson work at the church camp?
No.
Probably so.
Taught him everything he knows.
That was right.
So I say Kamara's great to good. You guys got to – I definitely put
I
him
would
over
agree.
Aaron Jones.
I would say the same thing as
Yeah.
you, man. He would have been considered elite a few years ago, but I don't know if it's because the quarterback thing down there or what's going on, but he's definitely not the player he was.
And then
Yeah.
Bijan, we only had 1 year, but I mean, he looked really good. And if we're a little bit projecting it for this season, I think he could get in the elite category, but I'd probably put him in the great to good. How about you guys to start with?
Yeah,
For,
but
right
where
now?
would you put him at in there in front of those two?
Man, I think I would probably put him above Kamara, but that's something I'm willing to debate.
I would put him above Kamara as well. I think the Raheem Morris last year, was that his OC or his head coach? I mean,
That's the head coach this year.
oh, okay. I'm trying to think of who the guy was last year. Did not know how to.
It was that guy whose dad owns Netflix or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or
Did not know
Netflix,
how to use
but
any of
fucking
his
shit.
players.
FedEx or
Right.
some shit.
So I definitely see a big step up this year for the whole Atlanta office, especially with my guy Kirky K.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Michael Penix because they got Michael Penix in the draft.
I like him too.
Is
I'll
Kirk
move
ready?
Aaron Jones down to solid because we've
Okay.
got. I don't want to have all three of the first three in great.
Yeah,
mode,
Aaron.
so.
Everybody, the whole entire fucking thing is great. Blake Corum, that's easy. Unproven.
Unproven in
Yeah.
the NFL.
I
like,
honestly
great
think he's going to be
college
good.
career.
He's one of the running backs I would have been excited to get. That dude has
Right.
got just tree trunk legs. I think he's going to be good.
Brees Hall, I mean, he was a stud till he just got hurt. He just got unlucky. Where do you put him right now? Do you put him at solid or good?
Brees Hall. I mean, he's really good when he plays. He's just.
I would
he's
put
been-
him. Yeah.
Like, if I was doing it for this-
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say if I was doing it for this year, like for fantasy, I think I would probably draft him over Aaron Jones for sure, and probably over Kamara.
Yeah, because it's the upside. Especially in fantasy, you're looking for upside.
You know what I'm looking for
And
in
I would-
fantasy? You know what? Oh, go ahead.
I wouldn't say he's injury prone quite yet, would you?
No. And when he plays, he's super explosive. Like the dude can hit a
Yeah.
home run at any time. Go ahead, Greg. Promote
No.
stuff.
No, I'll wait for a certain time. Just keep.
You wait for a certain time.
I ruined it.
Right.
You know, man, I had it set up, man. And you know what? But you know what? It's set up now. Midwest Best Barbecue, 50 West Bay are proud sponsors of the show. That's where I take over any running back right now. 50 West Best. Wait, 50 West and Midwest Best. Both West good.
Yeah.
All right, you
Greg
heard it
loves
here
that
first.
50 West so much he'll fuck his friends over and go there instead.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I was going to say when we do our
Oops.
fantasy football draft, we're going to just write in Midwest Best for
That's
Greg's
right.
first pick and 50
Right.
West for his second
Yep.
pick.
That's right, Greg. That's
See,
your fantasy draft.
He said.
I was waiting for Greg to say, like, you know what, even your dumbass can't ruin? Because I said I ruined it.
Why would I say you're a dumbass?
You say it all the time when he's not on here.
Oh,
Yeah. You forget I keep listening back to the show.
You're like, that dumbass doesn't even want to talk baseball draft.
right. That's
I'm like, Greg, I don't want to talk it either. He's like, Greg's like, you're okay, Chop it. Goddamn Derek, dumbass.
So where are we putting Brees Hall in this category? And like somebody said, Chris said, Brees has had a better career so far than Bijan. I mean, yeah, because he's been in the league an extra year. But I don't know, man. There's something about Bijan, the flashes. But I mean, Brees Hall has really flashed too, and taking it to the house at any time is big.
I would personally put him behind Bijan just because, like, the talent itself, he just has. I don't know what it is. If it's just I'm still hung up on what he did in college football, but I love the prospect that Bijan is.
And I could probably talk myself into putting Kamara over Hall just based because I try to look at these somewhat when it's close and think, okay, if I'm drafting somebody in fantasy football this year, what order would I take them in? And I do think I'd probably go Bijan, but then like Kamara just catches so many freaking passes. So if it's a PPR league, I'd be tempted to do Kamara over Hall. But I don't know. I really like Hall too.
Our
And with
league is
Rodgers
that.
there, he might catch more passes.
Our league is PPR, right?
Yeah, most.
What's that
I'm
even
pretty
stand
sure.
for? PPR.
Points per reception.
Point
Oh,
per reception.
Well, there you go. Then yeah, definitely Kamara.
But I don't know. So I mean, we got a Bijan, Brees Hall, Kamara, all in the great to good. Are you guys good with that order? You want to switch
Yeah.
anything around?
I mean, as we go, things move around.
Chop don't give two fucks about.
No, I don't
any of
give a
this.
fuck. I'm off today, man. I'm going to Hot Pot later. It's Friday, and I finally got. Actually, I don't have a weekend off. I work both Saturday and Sunday. I got Friday off though.
There you go.
It's finally Friday.
Brian
I
Robinson.
remember that.
No,
No
no.
stuff that they got out there in Seaman, Ohio.
No, I thought that was either on EBN or B105. One of
Oh,
the two.
you talking about the guy that yells it's Friday?
No, not that one. I do remember that one.
On
Too.
EBN, they used to have a guy who go, "It's Friday."
I know who was the girl that did that song? That song that had reviews. It's Friday.
Rebecca Black, Greg.
Yes.
Rebecca Black.
She got that got the record of most dislikes there ever was. She got famous for it though.
One hit wonder,
Yeah.
right?
Maybe that should be. Hey, you know what? That should be my song right now.
You know
Surprised
what?
you haven't danced to that yet.
I used to listen to it a lot.
You know what should
Brian
be your
Robinson.
song, Greg? You know what should be your song? 50 West Beer. Proud
There you
sponsor
go.
of Bengals and Bruce.
All day, I dream about 50 West.
Corn.
So Brian Robinson.
Unproven.
I mean, he's been decent. He hasn't played a ton. Wasn't he the guy? Didn't he get shot or something early on in his
Yeah.
career? Am I wrong on
Yeah.
that?
did
Played
and
for-
came
played
back.
for
They didn't think
Washington.
he'd come back.
Yeah.
And he played
back that
well.
year.
I think that he's probably solid, or he's between solid and great and good.
Yeah, I say solid and below Aaron Jones. I don't think he's proven as much as Aaron Jones, but he's a good solid running back.
He's the best
the
running back
problem
in the
is-
NFL that got shot.
The problem is I'm almost positive they drafted a running back this year. So it's going to be is he going to have to?
They did. His name's
battle it
Jaden
out?
Daniels.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
They drafted a running back with the second overall pick. His name's Jaden Daniels. He'll be
Yeah.
running for over 1,000 yards this year, I guarantee.
Well, and they couldn't have taken one real high, right? They might have taken one, but I don't think they took one super high.
No.
I mean, we could potentially drop him down to average or below.
Yeah.
Isn't
So far
Christian
in his
McCaffrey
career, I'm fine with
unproven
that.
so far? I mean,
Yeah,
he hasn't
Christian
won a Super Bowl.
McCaffrey. It's not like I'd take him first overall or anything.
It's not like he won a Super Bowl or anything, man. He's unproven. He's got shit to prove.
Yeah, really.
You just automatically put him up there in elite, Dale. We didn't even discuss it.
You get the cover
Does
of
the chat
Madden
agree at least?
you get the cover of Madden as a running back. You're probably elite. Just saying,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's an automatic bid there.
Matt,
Yeah.
this is average.
I don't
He's
think he's
probably
talking about
talking
McCaffrey.
He's talking about Brian Robinson, probably.
Yeah, Crip, I'll beat your ass in
DeAndre
college
Swift.
football. I'm an old head, so I call it NCAA.
Are any of you a Swiftie?
DeAndre Swift. Yeah. McCaffrey, I don't think there's too much to talk about. He's elite, right?
Yeah, let's just look at that out of the way.
Two-way, catches passes, run the ball, explosive, does it all.
Who's DeAndre Swift with now? Who did he sign with?
Chicago.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, they've got good receiver core.
He's definitely solid.
He's at least solid. Has he ever been more than
No.
solid?
I mean, he's on his third team in 5 years?
I got to
Yeah.
tell you something, though, man. In the Super Bowl, if Hurts would have just handed it off to him when he ran that last touchdown, I would have fucking won money for that Super Bowl. That son of a bitch. So I know it's not his fault, but still, he could have fucking told Hurts a little bit more give me the ball. So fuck that guy. Solid at best.
Yeah. I'm going to
Cost me
say
money.
solid. I think Aaron Jones, man. I've liked Aaron Jones more. Now, this year, that could flip. If I was doing fantasy, I'd take Swift over Aaron Jones. But at the same point in time, we don't know who the quarterback is. So if the Vikings are smart, I think they'll hand the ball off a lot, Whereas Caleb Williams, with the 3 receivers they have, they're going to throw the fucking ball, even though he's a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking solid. You guys want him above or below Aaron Jones?
Solid's good. Oh,
Nope.
I would
Above
go-
or below? And Chop says nope.
yeah.
I would-
Let's see.
I would go below him.
You would blow him?
Yeah.
Did you just say you would blow him?
He said I would go and blow him.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ, you could at least go with Christian McCaffrey. Go with the elite player. That guy's only, I guess if he is solid, it's easier to blow him, right? Because he's
Well,
in
don't be
position.
racist. Don't say you'd only blow the white guy on the list, Chop.
He's the only one up there so far, Dale. I think you're racist. You moved the white guy as elite and all.
I mean,
the,
look at Blake
African-American
Court. He's
guys
like-
are-
Blake Corum, he's about similar to McCaffrey.
Well, the good news is you can't do it again. I'm looking at the choices left.
All right. David Montgomery. I thought he played really well with the Lions last year.
Yeah.
God, Greg died.
The chair just killed him.
Yeah, the chair's talking for me.
Sounds like the chair says put David Montgomery in solid.
Yeah.
I think he's solid. Where do you put him at? Like, it's hard for me to say great or good, and that I would take him in over any of the three in that category.
Man, is David Montgomery running back 2 on that? I know it's by committee, but is he 2? Is Gibbs?
I think he's
more,
the second best. He might get the carries like he did last year, or half the carries this year or something, but I don't think he's the better running back.
So that's
That
what I'm
makes
saying.
sense.
Like,
Yeah, what killed
that's
me
why
is,
I'm going with
it seems
solid.
like he got all the goal line packages.
Right. He's gonna hoard your touchdowns if you're talking about fantasy football.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But overall, as a running back, and it's like, which one of these guys do you want for your team? Because try to factor all this in, I'm putting him solid.
If it's
Yeah.
Do you put him above Swift? Because I don't think I put him above
Man,
Aaron Jones.
the running backs, this is
I
a
would
very
not put
tough
him
one.
above Aaron. Well, like you said, though, he's going to get a lot of that short yardage and touchdowns, so I would put him above Swift. I mean, plus Swift, he's going to Chicago. It's a brand new team. Who knows what's going to happen up there? Is he running back 1 up there?
I think so. I mean, they do have what was it? Roshan Johnson, is that his name, from Texas?
Yeah.
And they might still have
yeah.
Khalil Herbert too. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it that way, they've got several guys there in Chicago, plus the 3 receivers to feed, plus Caleb Williams will run the ball. I think Jared Goff's going to hand the ball off quite a bit again this year to both Montgomery and Gibbs. So yeah, we can put Montgomery over Swift, but I think that one's close. That's a close one. Henry, man, I still say elite. I know he's going to the Ravens this year, but just based on his whole career, based on even last year, he's still a fucking beast. He's still a tank.
Going now, I say he's still in the great good, but I don't know about elite. That might be pushing it.
Yeah, but I mean,
he would be elite if he was wearing fucking stripes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And going to the Ravens with Lamar, you've got to you got to worry about Lamar running the ball, so that might open him up even more.
Yeah. Lamar might.
Yeah, but man, I mean, I'm just saying, man, he's, I don't know how much he has left, though, man. He's ran the ball quite a bit. But what do I know?
This guy is an anomaly. He's like Adrian Peterson.
Nothing.
And PDG 90 here says, other than Derrick Henry, I don't think anybody else belongs in the elite. And I mean, that may end up being the case as we go through these. But I still got to put Henry in the elite category.
I agree, but I also see another one on there that should go up to elite.
And there may be. So we may get there. But
and his name's Gus Edwards.
Gus Edwards.
Acne, man, he was tearing it up last day. You were all on. You wanted the Bengals to get him so badly.
Well, everybody just they liked Gibbs is what it was.
Just call him Acne?
A-Chain.
Oh, yeah.
Greg called him Acne, didn't he?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Devon Acne.
But what I was saying last year was just, okay, if you could get Gibbs with your first round pick or A-Chain with the second, I think and that's kind of how I value running backs a lot of times too. Now, I know Gibbs and Bijan are different. They're just different beasts than what you get every year in the draft. You don't always get running backs like that come out. But
right.
I just thought this is the most dynamic, explosive guy, and he showed that. But the problem is a similar problem he had in college, and just coming out, he's kind of a lighter guy, smaller guy, and you got to worry about if he can hold up. So he dealt with a lot of injuries last year. So I think you have to factor that in a little bit, but he's explosive as hell. So do you put him in the great good category here, or do you keep him in the solid?
I'd say put him in the solid just because of 1 year.
Right. That's
but he could easily go up in the great good, but right now he's solid.
Yes. If you're listening to the show, Devon Acne, Do real good this year. When we redo this next year, maybe you move up to solid, or
And maybe I'll
Greg.
pronounce your last name
Yeah.
right too.
Maybe you got to earn that shit. Greg pronounces last names of players that are above solid. So excuse me, Mr. Acne.
Derek,
Get your
what do you
shit
think?
together.
What do you think on A-Chain?
For fantasy, I absolutely loved him, but he couldn't stay on the field. So that becomes a problem in itself.
Right. Explosive, and you love him when he's out there, but he's also, you could have him in your lineup and he could get you 30 points because he busts off a couple long touchdowns, whether he's running or catching the ball. But then he can also get hurt on the first play of the game and get you a big old goose egg.
Yep.
And it happened a lot last year.
I'll have to go back and look, but I want to say his average yards per carry was like 16 or 17, something crazy good like that.
He was phenomenal when he played and could stay on the field. It just he got hurt and dinged up, and hopefully he can stay healthy this year. Because I mean, he's a fun guy to watch, but we'll put him in solid. But that's not based on the talent. That's factoring in everything and ability to stay on the field.
Yeah. Who's the other guy you got up there in elite? I couldn't really see.
Derrick Henry. So that was one they like.
Okay.
Greg was saying like, can we still put him up there because he's getting up there in age? But until he falls off, I think we got to keep putting him up there.
Yeah, exactly. They don't call him King Henry they call him King Henry for a reason.
Well, the next one here, I thought he was going to be a Bengal last year. I had all my merchandise ready. Then it was false. Zeke Elliott. Zeke Natty. I mean, is he even solid anymore? I mean,
he's the definition of mid.
Yeah, like average or below, and I mean,
average or below.
He played well, like down the stretch. He played more.
It's like
he's a 2 or 3 at best, right?
Okay, it's like eating ketchup without the grilled cheese. So yeah.
You like grilled cheese? How are you putting this slander on?
I don't know.
Right.
You can definitely say between his years at Ohio State and his first 4 years at Dallas, they definitely rode him hard and put him up wet.
Yeah.
You're horny. Derek's horny today.
That's true.
Well, Derek, I couldn't see you with your T-shirt on, man. I couldn't see you.
Oh,
I know. I thought, go
accidentally
figure.
left my
Derek's
camera
wearing
on.
camouflage.
I want to say
That's-
Gus
That makes no
Edwards.
sense at all, right?
Yeah.
Gus Edwards at the bottom of solid, or do you just put him in average?
Average. I feel like
Gus
Gus Edwards
Bus,
is
man.
average.
He's
Yeah.
another guy that'll get you a lot on the goal line, but I don't
Yeah.
think he's as good. I'd rather have David Montgomery, who we have in the solid category. So I'll say he's just a notch
Yeah.
below him and put him in the average. But he's high average.
And
Right.
even though he changed teams, he's still behind. Oh shit! I cannot think of his name.
Or in front of Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. Yeah,
Yeah, still teammates at least.
yeah.
Isaiah
man.
Pacheco's great. Great
Pacheco's
good, right?
He's good. Well, Dale, why do you have solid below great good? That's kind of weird. Whatever.
What do you want me to change it to, Greg?
Well, I thought solid was better than great, but you know what, man? Just forget it, man. We cool.
Solid.
Solid would be
AF.
better than great?
Maybe
Solid
I'm.
AF.
Just forget it, man. I think I was seeing something.
Solid AF.
All right, just put Pacheco in the good. He's good.
If a girl said to you, "Man, you gave me some solid D today," or if she said, "Man, you gave me some great D today," which one would you take?
Well, if it was good, I think good is different than great. He's like,
Great,
you're
what?
good. You're good. Get the hell out of here. I just think when
Great.
I saw
What did you
great,
say?
great is good. Great is better than solid, but I think good is below. Well, I don't even talk about this. Just
Good is
Who the
below
fuck knows?
great, Greg. Good
Okay,
is
fine.
below great. But that's why I had it originally in the same category because I was saying because we'll have the guys in the upper tier and in the lower.
Right.
Like the high upper tier is the players where like they're great, but they're not
Yeah.
quite elite. But
Okay.
either way, I changed it to 2 categories. So now we're elite, great, good, average or
Right.
below, unproven.
Okay,
How's
here we
that?
go. Okay, game, set, match. Pacheco is great.
Greg's up there talking like a grilled cheese with tartar sauce on it.
We did. We fucking broke him. Somehow.
It's true.
He's like, solid's better than great.
Well, he got excited when he sent us all of his deck picks, which I just looked at. It's a very nice deck, Greg.
Well, no. But here's the thing: I can't touch it though for a couple of weeks. Well, I think
touch your deck.
I should paste something in there.
You can't
I
touch
had
your
that
deck.
same
Nobody
problem
can go
there.
on your deck for a couple weeks.
So he's
I had that
flustered
same exact
because
issue.
he can't touch his deck for a couple weeks.
Right,
Yeah,
you can't
exactly.
touch his deck.
Understandable.
Yep.
Did you get a vasectomy
Basically-
too, Greg?
What's that?
Did you get a vasectomy too?
Yeah, sure.
Basically, in
I-
Greg's head, he's got to pretend like he's deckless.
Yeah, I'm deckless.
No deck. No deck.
So putting Pacheco at great is a little tough for me, but he had.
Oh my God.
No, I'm just saying because I think of
Right.
Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce when I think of that offense. But he has been a beast, and
He
they don't
did
win.
good.
They don't win the last 2 Super Bowls without him. So
No,
I think
he-
you're pretty
I
great
would agree.
if you help your team win a couple Super Bowls. So
Yeah.
I'll put him at the
team
bottom of
changed-
great, but I'm good with it.
That team changed completely when they went away from Clyde Edwards-Helaire and started running Pacheco.
Yeah, I was surprised they brought Clyde Edwards-Helaire back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought for sure that he was going to come here, to be honest.
Oh my, me too.
Just because of his connection. And I know
Well-
we were looking for another running back. I mean, we got Zach Moss, and the fans all wanted Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and probably because of the LSU connection.
Yeah,
Well,
I'd
then-
much
well,
rather
then-
have that.
Well,
Moss if it's-
then we had Austin Elmer on. The one name that keeps coming to his mind is McKinnon. Would you take him?
Yeah, I've said that because I mean I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he's a very good blocker as well. Like,
Right.
he's
The
very-
only thing I didn't agree with Austin is he just messed up picking freaking Cousins over Goff.
But
He
Derek
knew what he
don't
was
like
doing.
that.
Yeah. No, but
So-
Austin was a good guy to have on. Austin, thank you so much for watching this.
The Gibbs train.
Oh, Gibbs. I almost put him in elite, man. Hey, Joe, if you're
Uh-oh.
watching this, I would put him in
You
elite,
can't do
buddy.
a lead after 1 year.
No.
Yeah, and he dinged up. He didn't get as much carries. I'm okay with putting him at the bottom of great because I
Okay,
think
yeah.
that's where he can end
Yeah.
up.
And
but,
plus
I mean,
he split snaps too.
Yeah, and if based on last year, he's probably at the top of good, but we can put him at the bottom of great since Greg
If
wanted to
you're
put him in
elite-
elite.
He is elite. Every time he played us, he was elite.
If you're elite, you're getting 90% of the snaps.
Yeah, and teams are completely having to game plan for you. I don't think teams do that
Yeah.
for him yet.
Yeah, or you're in the talk about getting on the cover of Madden.
Yep.
Like
Hey,
we
sir.
have to watch that guy. Who's the one guy on that offense we have to watch? Like I think you could say that about McCaffrey most games and
Okay.
Henry most games, but I don't think you
Right.
could say that about Gibbs when you got Amon
No.
Ross, St. Brown. You've got the tight end Laporta that played really good.
Chops,
Right.
since you're talking Madden cover, who would you rather have right now as your running back, Pacheco or Peyton Hillis, since he was on the Madden cover?
I'd rather have Pacheco because it'd be addition by subtraction.
There you go. Peyton Hillis, he got voted in by the fans. So
James Conner, do we put him in good or average? Like I feel like
Average
I don't
or
know.
below.
he's somewhere in that. Like
He would be what we like to call solid, but somebody made us take that away.
yeah,
so,
somebody took away solid.
yeah.
So
hey, the one time you guys listened to me, I mean, sorry.
I'll put him at the top of average because I think he's in that good to average range.
Yeah,
I think he's average.
honestly expect a pretty good year for him this year.
He's never really been like, oh, he's so dominant, but he's just
No.
gets the job done a lot.
Yeah, I was going to say no, but he can definitely take over a game for sure.
You all right, Greg?
Sorry. I got cut off.
What?
I don't know. I think Greg is broken.
I know.
Sorry. Something fucking popped in my head. It's just something that happens. Sorry. Just keep going. Just act like I'm not here.
You had his
James
camera off,
Cook.
right?
James Cook. I feel like he's been good. Good, like bottom of good.
What the fuck is going on up there?
How are we supposed
Sounds
to act
like that
you're not there
goddamn.
when-
Sounds like that dog from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Mugsley.
Just go
I,
ahead.
who let Greg have weed?
I know shit, man.
Sorry, man. Sorry. Just
Greg,
keep going, guys. Keep
Gotta
going.
go
All
half
right.
brownie first time.
Just keep going. Just keep going. We're cool. Okay. Anyway.
Greg,
James Cook. Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Put him
Cool.
up good. I think he's good. We'll see. We'll see what he does this year for the Bills. He does have some issues with protecting the football, and that's been a problem.
Yeah.
I just.
Javonte Williams, he should be better. I feel like he's average. I feel like I would
Yeah.
put him below
Yeah.
James Conner.
an
Okay.
elite interview though.
Is he? I didn't even know that. What about
Yeah,
Jalen
we came to
Warren?
the end
I
of
don't
the
know
list.
enough about him.
That's the Steelers' backup.
Oh, he's improving or average or below.
See,
Yeah,
I like
average
average going to be the backup this year.
No, I'm
I
kidding.
thought he played really, really well.
He plays for the Steelers, Derek. That's all you need to hear.
Yeah, right.
I know you're right though, Derek. He's good.
But it's hit or miss with him, I feel like, right? Like some games, I feel like he doesn't do anything because I don't think they
I
always give
agree.
him the carries he should get.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say average, but high average. I'll put him above
Right.
James Conner, which is I like James Conner.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon, trash. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Is he?
No, I
is he
think he's
great, or is he good? Is he high grade or low good?
He's high grade.
Wait. High
He's a
good or
good
low
running
grade?
back, man.
He's good. He's a good running back, is what you said.
And
Yeah.
I also think he's going to have a bigger year this year than he did last year.
I mean, if he's not great, he's at the top of good.
There you go.
He's great.
There you go.
John Taylor, elite.
You
My
think
brother-in-law
he's great?
is
Like,
There you go.
put him above Gibbs.
I would put him
No.
above Pacheco. I'd put him above Kamara and Brees Hall.
Whoa,
I mean, he
whoa,
did
not
more
above
last
Kamara,
year.
No,
not above
I can't
Kamara.
put him above.
No,
those guys.
chop, bad boy.
I was going to say.
I mean, you're talking about
the
fantasy
problem
points
I
and
have
catching the
is-
ball, too. Joe Mixon had 63 catches the year before last.
Kamara, have you seen what Kamara does?
What does he do?
I just think Joe Mixon's great. I think he's good running back, man. Real good. Real great.
See, I feel all right about where we put Warren because we got a PDG as a Steelers fan, and he's good with
There you
that.
go.
But Jonathan Taylor, elite, 100%.
Man, is he elite? Like,
Oh
he
my
got hurt.
God, are we kidding?
No, he's close. I think I'd put him above Bijan. So he's at the top of great, or is he at the bottom of elite? Derek, what do you
I
think?
think.
He's got
I
to
think he's.
prove it.
So my problem is, last year when he got injured, our guy Zach Moss came in there and basically did the same thing he did. So was it the player or was it the system that he's in? And it
Zach
kinda
Moss
makes
is
you
elite.
wonder.
So you're thinking top of great?
I'm thinking like middle of great, but
Okay.
I'll concede to the top of great.
Right. 'cause
Not above
Greg
Joe
wants
Mixon.
elite, so we've got middle of great and elite. So I
Greg,
don't
you
think
want
we-
elite for Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah, he's elite. When he comes back,
And he's
he was
almost got
holding
to
out.
prove it because
He was
he's hurt.
holding out, man. Hey, but my brother-in-law JB, if you're watching this, maybe you'll pay for my dinner tonight and all that. Put him in elite.
Greg's just
My
trying to get
cousin's
dinner
name is
basically.
JB. If he's paying for your dinner, you can come to the hot pot. Greg's like, fuck your hot
All right, so-
pot.
Hey, sorry that
So
I
let's
haven't seen
do-
my niece and my nephew in a while. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So
Let's do what
Jonathan,
Greg said and put him in the top of great.
Greg didn't say that.
Yeah.
But Jonathan Brooks, another rookie coming off the ACL tear. Don't know if he'll be ready to start the season. He was my running back one, for the draft prospects coming out. So I'm going to put him above Corum here in the unproven. But it's
Yeah.
just unproven in the NFL. But I do
Yeah.
think he's going to be – I think he could be good pretty early on. Josh
Yeah.
Jacobs. So Josh Jacobs 2 years ago, we probably putting him in fringe elite, right up there, or if not, right up there with Jonathan Taylor. He had a not so
Yeah, but
great
he had a-
season.
down year last year. Yeah.
And who did he go to? The Eagles?
Yeah, I think he did go.
So I mean that's a pretty solid fit
Must
for
be-
him. They have a good line. I think he's got to be in the great category somewhere, right? Above Mixon, above Kamara. Where do you put him? Brees Hall.
Man.
Man, you got nothing. Y'all got nothing on that one, huh?
I know. I would say, I mean, right now, like last year.
Oh, Jacobs
Good.
in Green Bay. Thanks, Chris.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
I'll be damned.
That's right.
He's on a green team. We're so fucked.
Travis says, who are we talking about?
What's up, Travis?
Yeah. He went
Josh
to
Jacobs.
Green Bay, and Barkley went to Philadelphia.
Yeah, Barkley. Yeah. So for Jacobs,
Chris says he should be higher than Bijan.
yeah. I mean, and because you got to at least go what they've been able to do, and Green Bay, is an ascending team. I'm okay with
Yeah.
putting him behind Jonathan Taylor. He just didn't have a good year.
The hardest thing to think about is he's at that age to where you wonder if he's going to fall off.
Yeah. But I mean, that's we have Henry an elite, that's the same argument that
Yeah.
Greg
Yeah.
made
Yeah,
until
that's
we
true.
completely see it. And I still think he's young enough, it's just not his second contract.
Yeah, I think he's the same age as Joe Mixon.
Okay. Kenneth Walker's an interesting one because he's been pretty good when he plays. Another guy that's been hurt some. He's got to be
He's been
above
solid,
Aaron
right?
Jones, right? He's got to be above Aaron
Yeah.
Jones. Is he above Pacheco, Mixon, Gibbs, any of those guys?
I don't think so.
It's too bad we don't have a solid category.
Yeah, Greg. And now Greg's just a chair. No, now he's coming up from the bottom.
What the fuck is he
What?
doing?
I don't fucking know. And he's got
Oh,
fucking. Oh, Jesus! This guy. Somebody gave him weed today. Who let Greg have weed? I still.
What the fuck?
And he's dot botting. Just
Just random dot bot.
What's up, guys?
Travis. We're trying to. I can't. I just can't.
What the fuck is going on here?
I don't fucking know. Greg is on a whole nother level today. He's doing white face again.
No, I'm not. It's.
I know. White
Oh,
face.
I gotta wipe this up. It's driving me nuts.
Greg, did you get in the weed
Bukkake.
killer again?
What's that?
Yeah, no shit, man. He must have been
he had
spraying
some,
weeds today.
mhm. No doubt.
Yeah, Greg was spraying weeds today, I think, at work.
But we are trying. The running backs is a little bit of everything. So where we take them in fantasy if it's close, but otherwise it's part career, but how they've played lately. Just trying to rank them the best we can with
Okay.
factors.
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Kyron Williams, he's been really good. Is he in the great category, Derek? Uh-oh.
No, we lost Derek.
I was
hear
leaning
those
on
guys.
Derek for a lot of this because he's fantasy football.
I know.
Part of it. I
Right.
feel like Kyron Williams really good, but another guy who was injured part of last year. But I mean, he played really, really good for the Rams when he was available. He made a noticeable difference compared to who else they.
So,
would have.
great? You like great, you think?
I think so. I just don't know exactly. I almost feel
where
like
at in
Gibbs.
great?
Gibbs is going to have to go down to the good category. I love Gibbs, but I need to
All
see
right,
it.
fine. Hey, Joe, if you're watching this, I did my best, buddy.
And I'm going to put
He's gonna
Williams
quit the
up
show
here. I got
Chubb has to be in the league. Najee Harris average.
Chubb what?
Chubb will be at elite.
Yeah, I'm going to put Najee in average or above just because he's so hit or miss.
Right.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of games where you're when he plays the Bengals, sometimes it's holy shit, that guy's incredible.
Right, exactly.
But a lot of other games
Yeah,
where you're
he's not-
where the fuck is Najee Harris?
No, Najee Harris reminds. Remember Donovan Peoples-Jones? He would do terrible against every other team, but when he played us, he would beat the living crud out of us.
Yeah, he'd beat the living crud out of us.
So yeah, and Chubb.
I think, yeah.
Chubb is injured, but
At the
shit,
beginning
when
of
Chubb
it's good.
plays-
Nick Chubb is elite. You said great?
No, I gotta scroll up.
Oh, he's elite, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him in.
Well, put him in front of
bottom
Henry. I put him in front of Henry. Come on, man.
I mean, he's coming off the ACL, but all right. I mean,
All right.
It's just because you're whining about it and you didn't
No,
want Derrick
you've
Henry.
been consistent, Dale.
Mm.
I got to tell you, though, honestly, if you think about Cleveland's offense, you think about Nick Chubb. And if you think about the Ravens' offense, you're still going to think about Lamar.
Right.
Yeah, but when you thought about the
the
Tennessee
best player on the
offense prior to this year, prior to
Thought
him
about
going,
Derrick Henry.
yeah, you're like, fuck, Derrick Henry. And when we played Tennessee, it was all about in that playoff game a couple years ago is all about trying to stop Derrick Henry.
That's true.
That's true. No, that is true. Even though they both knew the ball was going to Henry, although the Bengals, well, besides last year, dominated.
Don't you think it'll be
Hey,
that way
all
this year with Cleveland?
Dale, it's Friday. Put Henry in front of Chubb. Just do it.
It's okay. It doesn't
it's
matter.
not.
Either way, you're talking two elite. We think
Right.
they're both elite. When Chubb plays, and hopefully, I mean, not hopefully for us as Bengals fans, but hopefully for as an NFL fan and for Browns fans, you hope Nick Chubb gets back to what he was because he's one of the best running backs in the NFL.
Me too.
I love Greg's rationale, though. Like, you're right, Dale. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's not Thursday.
It's Friday.
I was thinking it was Wednesday, but it's Friday. Go ahead and fucking move Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
up. I
exactly.
forgot it was Friday.
But when it comes Monday, it's a different story.
Yeah, Monday, Nick Chubb is above Christian McCaffrey because it's the case of the Mondays.
So we got
Rashad White, the Buccaneers. I don't watch enough of their football, just being completely
Exactly.
honest. I feel like maybe he's good, maybe he's average.
He had a really bad year last year. I don't know. Honestly, he hasn't been that great since Tom Brady left.
I'll put him below James Conner in the average or below. And, Brian Robinson maybe deserves to be higher than what he is in that category, but it's a tough one.
Yeah,
Raheem Mostert
because he
is
got
getting
shot.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah,
Raheem Mostert is older, right? He didn't really break out until recently. Like, he had flashes in San Francisco and places, but dealt with injuries, different things. I think Mostert, if we're basing it on last year, he's like fringe great, right? But how high are you drafting him in your drafts for fantasy, Derek?
He has elite speed, but as far as fantasy goes, what's really hard is he shares a backfield because I'm pretty sure he's still with Miami, right?
Yeah, as far as I know, yep.
Yeah, and there's like 2 or 3 guys there, and he's also got to compete with another fast guy. So it's really hard. I would still say he's
Good.
good. Yeah, good would probably be the best place for him.
But I think
top of
I
good?
think that A-Chain could really be better than him. Same thing with James Cook. I'll put him in the bottom of good.
Yeah.
Travis wants to know on Kyron Williams. So I put him in the great category above Pacheco and Mixon, but he thinks he should be even higher. He thinks he should be above Jonathan Taylor.
I really like Kyron Williams.
I know, and that's you. I think that you cut out again on that one. So should we move
he's
him
not even
up?
on the list, is he?
He's in the great below Kamara right now, and Brees Hall, Bijan, Josh Jacobs. Should we move him to the top of that? I mean, when he plays, he's really good, but he was injured some last year.
Yeah, that's true too. As Lap would say, best ability is
Availability.
there you go.
Like money?
But I feel like half this
available.
list was it. Like, running backs are injured a lot. That's why you need 2 or 3 of them, 4 of them.
Yeah.
Your neighbor saying hi.
So where would you move him to? Are you good with where he's at?
I would say you can put him up. Let's go to the bottom of great.
Well, he's already in great. He's above
I
Pacheco
thought
and
he was
Mixon.
in good. Oh,
No,
okay.
Kyron Williams, I got above Pacheco.
no, and he's
Mixon
not even
and-
at the bottom of great. Derek wants to move him down, Travis.
Yeah, see, it backfired on you, Travis. All right, so keeping him
Yeah,
where he's at.
backfired. Derek's
If I
like,
could-
put him at
if
the
I could
bottom of
see-
great.
All right.
And then Ramondre
If I could see
Stevenson,
this
who
list,
just
it might help.
yeah, exactly. And there's a bunch of them. Stevenson, who just signed an
He
extension
said
with
Chubb
the
was out
Patriots.
all last year also.
Part of
Yeah,
last year,
got
correct.
$17 million.
But we've seen enough of
Or
Chubb.
17
You know what I
million a
mean?
year.
Like Kyron Williams, I haven't seen enough of him when he plays to be like, fuck you, Travis.
We strive to be elite.
Ramondre Stevenson. This is a tough one. I feel like he's
I never
good,
watched
good,
him at all.
good, average. The
Can we
team
go-
kind of suck.
Can we come back with him? Just put Saquon in also in elite.
We put him there. Did we put Saquon in elite though?
All right, great. He's great.
Put him
He has-
above
he has-
Jonathan
Saquon?
Taylor.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you put him in elite, Derek?
Saquon
I mean,
had some really good years.
I
with
put him
Eli
in
Manning.
elite.
How many years has Eli Manning been out of the league?
well, 2 years ago the Giants made
Five?
the playoffs though.
5, 4.
That was
Saquon
the
Barkley's
last
been the
time
whole
Saquon
team.
Barkley was elite.
I mean, 2 years ago he was elite. I feel like they don't make the playoffs without him. And then last year, that whole team kind of sucked. And he's in
Yeah.
Philadelphia this year. I
Yeah.
expect him to have a good year. I mean, I fringe put him elite.
So do
I
I.
could feel like he could work his way up there, but I'm fine
Yeah.
putting him at great.
That's cool.
But just for the sake of making this
personally, for fantasy,
easier, I'll put him at the bottom.
Yeah. I personally, for fantasy, don't have him as a top 10 guy.
No,
You
no,
don't
I
have him as a
understand
top 10 running back.
that. Damn.
I mean, they do have to
Huh.
feed. You know, they got to feed Smith and they got to feed Brown at receiver. I don't know, though, man. I just think Saquon Barkley is going to have a good season. That's a really good
So
line
do
in
I.
Philadelphia.
I think that he's a piece that makes Philly really scary.
Yeah.
They lost
We'll
a
see.
major piece on that line, though.
Hey guys, fortunately I have to head out and meet family members somewhere. So y'all have a good weekend, and I love y'all.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
See, but
See you, Greg. Love you. What the fuck?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, what did he do? Drop his phone?
We
His mic
got
drop
four
on.
left. So one of these, Trey Benson, a rookie, I'm just going to slap him in there. I do think he's
Yeah.
better
Right.
than Corum, but Tony Pollard.
Average.
You think so?
He has some good games. Yeah,
I think
it's
so.
a, it's
He
a
has-
tough
does
one.
have good games.
He had a really bad year when he was the guy last year.
Okay. I mean, I thought he had some really good games last year, but there's some games that he disappeared a little bit. Where did he end up going this year? Does anybody know? Did he
went-
stay with?
I think he stayed.
Did he? I couldn't remember. I'll try to look real
Who?
quick.
Oh,
Tony
Pollard?
Yeah.
No, I think he did stay too.
No, he went to Tennessee.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he signed with Tennessee. So they lost Henry. They got Pollard.
Yeah. Is he going to be the only guy again?
No,
Who do they
because
have?
they got that. They had that guy from Tulane that was a rookie last year that flashed a little bit.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
like, names.
Is it Spears?
Yeah, Tajay
Tajay
Spears.
Tajay Spears, yeah.
So I mean, I think Pollard. I'm fine with putting an average or below, but I mean, we got Raheem
We got
Mostert
Tajay
in the good.
Spears. You said Tennessee. Tajay Spears went to Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm putting Raheem more Mostert down to average, even though I know he had a really good season, but
Yeah.
career wise, and I think A-Chain, if he's healthy, will get more. And I think they got another running, but they always have 3-4 running backs. So I think Pollard will get a lot more. So I'm gonna put him at the bottom of good. Travis Etienne for Jacksonville, another guy.
I think
when he plays, he's pretty
Great.
Yeah,
He's
is he
great,
fringe
right?
great? Yeah. You put him
That
above
whole team-
Pacheco and Mixon? I think so.
No, I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Probably not.
You wouldn't put him
Mixon. I don't
above.
know.
You wouldn't put him above
Mixon
Mixon?
probably goes to the top of great.
No, I like Mixon personally a lot better, but
What about Pacheco?
I can be.
You guys are homers. He ain't even here no more, and you're still being homers.
I mean, he's a good running back, though. To be honest, when you think about the good running backs in the NFL, Joe Mixon is one of them.
He's solid. He's solid though. We got him in great. Like I don't think I'm as
Man, he
great.
gets over like 1,000 yards just about every season. And one season he didn't. He got 63 catches. This man scored 5 touchdowns in one game. Did Derrick Henry ever score 5 touchdowns in one game? Did Nick Chubb ever score 5 touchdowns? Did Christian McCaffrey? Probably not. Joe
Probably
Mixon
in
did.
high-
I was there.
He had 1,650 something yards last year. I don't see how that's any worse than great.
Whatever. But ETN, we're putting him below. We'll put him at the bottom of great. He could be in good. He's somewhere in that range. I think when that whole team is playing well, I think he excels even more.
Okay, I can see where you're going because a lot of the issues wasn't necessarily his fault last year. If the team's humming,
All right, last one. Zach Moss, now a Bengal this year. I mean, I think you got to put him in average, right? Like career wise.
I feel like
you have to just because of career. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, we
and I
could
mean,
just bump
even
him up to
putting
the
him
bottom
above
of good.
Mostert and Harris and Stevenson and James Conner and some of those in averages is just being homers. If I'm being honest, like, could he move to the good category? Yeah, I mean, if I'm sitting here bagging on the fact that maybe Mixon isn't great because I think the team around him is really good, but there was years that Mixon did it without Joe Burrow, so. Got to take that into account. And Zach Moss, another guy that's hurt a lot. So I'm going to put him in average, but I hope that he plays better than that. I hope we look back at this and say it's wrong. I agree, Wade. I don't think
And
Mixon
real quick,
is
I know he's
great.
not on the list, but
I think it's good. Who, Derek?
what did he say? Joe Mixon isn't great? No, he's great. I
I
Googled it.
I know he's not on the list, but Chase Brown, where would you put Chase Brown? Just unproven?
Unproven.
I think, yeah, even though it's going into his second year, like, and maybe I
don't
could
know
say
what
he's
he is.
average just because he's not going as a rookie, but he did not play enough. Like, he had flashes,
No.
but they were small flashes, not enough for me to really put him in a category. But I think, what do I
agree.
think he'll be? I think he'll be in the good.
Elite.
I hope he ends up being great because that would mean he's catching a
He'll be
lot of
elite,
passes. Yeah.
And he's a fast one.
All right,
God
now I
damn,
got
he's
one
got a hot
last
girlfriend, too.
thing on these running backs before you take them away, Dale. Do you see all of those players in the good to great category? That's why you don't pay running backs.
Yeah. And I mean, the average has the most players in it.
Do you see up there in elite Christian McCaffrey? That's why you pay running backs.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I would feel okay with, like, him being the only one in the elite category. Like, I know we
He's in a tier
have.
by himself, honestly.
I would
Yeah,
agree with
like,
it.
it's like Christian McCaffrey tier, and then the other three you can say are elite
Exactly.
running back.
That's what you should have named the first tier, Christian McCaffrey.
True.
Yeah.
The Christian McCaffrey tier, because he's that damn good, you know. And that was a hell of a trade for them that they made with Carolina. What'd they give up? Like 2 second-round
Doesn't
picks,
matter.
a second-round pick, like.
Not whatever
Yeah.
they ended up giving up was probably not enough
No,
because Christian
no.
McCaffrey's really
Yep.
made a huge difference out there in San Francisco.
Facts.
Now,
He's already the
and
mayor.
You're really going to see when they have to end up paying for Purdy, because I'd say a lot of these guys, maybe they'll get to keep McCaffrey, but it's going to make.
Well,
a
they already
big
extended
difference
him,
on that
right?
team.
They extended McCaffrey. He's under contract now.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they're going to have to. It's going to be crazy the amount of players they're going to have to get rid of just to keep McCaffrey and Purdy.
Chop brought that up. That's the Steelers fan that said Mixon over Hall. He also
He
said
knows
swap
because he watches
Pollard.
the AFC North a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that's a highly debatable one, and we'll see. We'll see how Mixon plays for the Texans, and we'll see how Zach Moss plays filling in for Mixon or Chase Brown. Really,
I hope he has a great year until the postseason, and then when it's postseason, when we're in the playoffs,
yeah,
then he can suck. Unless
Which, I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but for the MVP race, Joe Burrow plus 1,000, CJ Stroud plus 800.
Yeah.
To me.
Well, I mean, Stroud, he added Diggs and they added Mixon, and Stroud played phenomenal last year. He could have been in the MVP race, honestly, last year.
Stroud is favored over Joe Burrow for MVP.
Gotta see Burrow stay on the field, man.
Yep.
Stroud still, if we're doing this whole thing, man, I almost feel like Stroud still prove it to me. I mean, yeah, you had a good year of it, but I think that happens with quarterbacks. They come out, they have a good year, and then they fucking have that sophomore slump. So let's see. I mean, I'm not saying CJ Stroud's going to be bad, but show me 2 years in a row. Show me consistency.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but his season was so good. You know what I mean? Like we're always like, yeah, well, RG3, his first season was pretty good, and then never really got back to that form or this, that, and the other. Totally different players. One, I'm talking to myself here, my own thing.
Yeah, no, I'm listening though.
But also, I just think Stroud was like potential MVP race candidate that good in his first season, and they added weapons for him. And that defense is only going to get better. DeMeco Ryans is a defensive guy, so I think
what's going to stop him though? Good. You know what's going to stop him?
The Bengals.
Our destiny year.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Our destiny year.
Yeah.
You can't stop destiny.
You know it was coming.
There you go, Darth. That's what I'm talking about.
Chop going to find him a hooker named Destiny this year because it is also his destiny year because it's the Bengals' destiny year. He's going to find him a hooker named Destiny. And everything.
When I worked at the strip club, there were a few destinies.
Hell yeah.
I didn't bet any down, Sarah.
You got any numbers? Any numbers still?
No, I didn't.
They probably got Facebook, man. You type in Destiny and probably find one.
I wouldn't do that, Sarah.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. You're horny as hell.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I am horny as fuck. I'd fuck this desk right now if I could.
You would. I know you would.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well,
deck picks.
Not exact. We plan on having shows on Monday and Friday next week at 3:30, like we typically do. Brad Robbins said he should be good to come on one day next week, so talk to him. Don't know what day, don't know what time, so may have those 2 episodes and a third one, next week. We'll just
also still possibility of Joe Burrow answering me back on IG.
It's a slim possibility. Very
it's
slim.
It's still a possibility. So you want to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. That way you get the notifications because Joe Burrow could come on. I mean, it could happen. He could say, hey, Chop, I can go on, but can we go like now? And I would call Dale and I'd be like, I got Joe Burrow ready to go. And Dale's like, let me set up a show.
I would probably say, sorry, Joe.
Oh, you wouldn't do it?
We just did a show. Don't have time for you.
Oh, that's true. Well, I got hot pot later. But you wouldn't know this stuff unless you subscribe, right?
Yeah,
so subscribe. That way when we go on, sometimes, Joe Burrow comes on. Sometimes it's Roger Goodell, possibly Mike Brown, Katie Blackburn. We got people lined up. We've sent out messages. Who knows when they're going to respond? Who knows when they can come on? It could be very sporadic instantaneously. You want to make sure you subscribe. That way, your little notification goes off. You're at work. You're like, oh shit, that's my Bengals and Brews chime. And you're like, fuck, they got a good guess. And you like tell your boss like, I have to go take a dump. And then you go and you watch the show while you're pooping.
For an hour. Take an hour.
When you get done, you come out like put a little piece of toilet paper hanging out the back of your ass, and stick in your shoe. Nobody's going to ask.
Okay, it's rough.
Walk in like sweating, like, oh God, we're done. Nobody's going to ask. and
Like,
you saw the show.
just put water all over you and act like it's
Right.
wet.
Yeah.
Got you.
Sometimes I rewatch the shows when I'm pooping. It's fun. It's a good time.
It's the best time. It's the best time to watch it.
Yeah.
You're pooping. You got
Right.
nowhere else to go.
Yes.
Or nothing
See?
else.
Look at that. The Power Hour Dump.
Yeah. Power Hour Dump.
Dump.
Yeah, that'd be a good name of our show, basically.
For life.
For
Power Hour
any
Dump for life.
for any national media outlets looking to pick up the show, we got
That's
a name.
right.
We got a name.
That's
The
right.
Bengals
The
and Brews Power Hour Dump. That's the whole
Power
thing.
Hour
man. You
Dump.
Just the Bengals and Brews
Right.
Power Hour Dump. Like, come on,
That's
man.
right, man.
Just
I'm going to
rolls
buy
up.
a new house right now, just expecting that that's going to happen any minute.
The millions and millions of dollars and offers are rolling in. I'm
I know,
ding,
man.
ding,
I'm
ding.
going
Oh
to
man,
get
my phone's blowing up.
limousine. I'm going to be jet flying,
many
limousine
hookers.
riding.
So many hookers.
Oh, dude.
named
I'm going to
Destiny.
own a bunch of hookers. Not own them like that doesn't sound good.
Ooh, yeah, that's
I'm not going to own a bunch of
don't,
hookers.
don't do that.
You want to rent their time.
You could own a whole strip club and
you can own
call
a
it
strip club.
and call it
I could
Destiny.
call it hookers.
You could name it Destiny.
I could name it Destiny. Destiny Hookers.
No, just Destiny, and everyone will know it's strip club.
How fun would it be though to have a strip club and just name it Hookers? Because everybody thinks that's what's going on in there anyway. Because where are you going? Hookers. You take your bachelor party there. Like, where are you going for your bachelor party? Hookers. I'd call it a bunch of hookers.
Or you could have
Where are
a
you going? A
sports
bunch
bar.
of hookers.
Well, sports bar, and the only thing on is like fishing tournaments. Hookers, like
There you go. Hookers. That's right.
But then
Bunch
you
of
also
hookers.
secretly have hookers that people can buy in the back.
You know, you come home and you got glitter on you, and your wife's like, "God damn it, you were at Hookers again, weren't you?" Yes, baby. I was at Hookers. I'm sorry. I smell like smoke. I'm covered in glitter. You got me. Hookers again.
What's this?
Somebody
What's this? $300 charge on your debit card at Hookers?
It says, yeah, right. There's a $300 charge on your card that
How do
says
you
it's for
explain
hookers.
that?
What the fuck, Chris? Your credit card says you spent it on hookers.
Yeah. Here's 3 different charges in the last
Right.
day. One
Right,
was
for
it was
hookers.
like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was just eating there.
Exactly. Hey, some of them got like buffets. You go in a strip club and they have a buffet. No lie.
Probably doesn't cost $300 or
No. It
just
doesn't
guessing a
hook.
number for
At Hookers, you can get a woman a bottle of
expensive
wine,
buffet.
a slice of pizza, and a lap dance for $300.
yes.
Only at Hookers.
Only at Hookers. So, well, national media shows when you ultimately sponsor us and pay us all this money, you're also going to be part of Hookers with us.
Right. You can also, bring your friends to the Hookers.
Everyone wants to come to Hookers.
Who doesn't love Hookers?
Everybody wants to come to
Right?
Hookers. Yes.
Everybody is coming. At Hookers.
Yeah, that's the slogan.
to Hookers. Yeah. Hookers. Everybody's
Everyone's
coming.
coming.
Everybody's coming.
Yeah. It's
You
perfect.
should come too.
Yeah.
You want to come? Hookers,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, what are you doing tonight? Hookers, man.
Hookers.
Everyone's doing Hookers
Right.
tonight. We'll meet up. We'll meet up at Hookers.
Everybody. It's Friday night. Meeting at the Hookers. That's right.
Yeah.
It's on the corner.
Yeah, everybody's coming.
It's on the corner.
See you
That's
there.
right. It's on the corner. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, that yeah. See what happens with just me and John.
We hit the goal for Fridays, man. My face hurts from smiling. And Hookers.
See you at Hookers. Everybody's coming. Appreciate you.
Everybody meet at Hookers
Oh,
tonight.
I still gotta play the video for everybody. Love
Oh,
you.
yeah. The Dot Buck Friday video.
Good day. Have a
Hookers.
good weekend.
Hooker.
Bengals and Brews, the podcast crew. Della up an orange arrow, pork chop too. Greg Luther, Big Savage, Dot Bud King, Yoshi Lover, they bring the zing. Cincinnati Bengals, the pride of the city. Join the fun with pork chop.